Salute, man. You know who it is. Nocturnal Thoughts with a real quick video, then I'm gonna get out the way. Bow. So, you already know what I'm gonna say. First of all, I take my hat off to both fighters, both warriors, both gladiators. You know what I'm saying, for having a heart to climb inside that ring and throw down for the fans' entertainment. Tszyu got an old school, old-fashioned ass whooping, got beat down, got, dismantled, destroyed, back to the drawing board, and maybe possibly can rebuild himself. But this is 2 losses in a row. The first loss was to Sebastian Fundora. He fought with a lot of heart and grit, had a nice cut flowing to his eye, so a lot of people just gave him his credit for his heart that he showed. And it really wasn't a loss as far as you fighting semi-blinded against a towering inferno. Figure you can bounce back from that. It seemed like in this fight he just had against Bakram, they clashed heads early in the fight, and it seemed like to me Tszyu started having more of a worried look on his face, like maybe he still was dealing with some stress and trauma behind that cut from his last fight. From that, it just seemed like he was completely underestimated his opponent's power, and it was getting caught with some devastational blows that just was dropping him and hurting him and stopping him pretty much. He wasn't ready for that fight. He wasn't prepared for that fight. He didn't show any level of adjustments. He went in there, tried to walk his man down behind his power, and just was getting caught with some brutal shots that completely discombobulated him. You know what I'm saying? So he had that pedigree, and he had a big fan base, an aggressive fan base. So this guy who won against him, he kind of put his name on the map. But for me, I'm a little disappointed in the guys who could have fought him. And I'm really thinking mainly of Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo, instead of going that Canelo route to get a big payday and getting embarrassed the way he did, he should have fought Tszyu. Tszyu had the pedigree. He had a huge fan base starting to percolate. He had, a country getting behind him, and that just would have been a good scalp on your resume. That would have been a good name on your resume. Even Terrence Crawford, for him to fought Tszyu, that would have been a good name on his resume. So I'm a little disappointed in Jermell Charlo. It's like they say, you nobody till somebody kill you. It's like that in boxing. Like when you come up and you got no name, and all of a sudden somebody come and, give you a name. You beat somebody that got a name. What's this guy gonna do since he's beat Tszyu? How far is he gonna take the torch? I feel like it just was a missed opportunity for some other fighters that should have been fighting Tszyu that didn't. Other than that, we just see how it plays out. It was a good little, exciting, what I want to say, it was good for boxing because it wasn't the expected outcome. So anytime you get the unexpected to happen, I feel like it shakes things up in boxing, and it gets people moving and talking about the sport in the right kind of a way, where anything can happen and everything's not just set up in these predestined WWE scripted type fights. So shout out to Tszyu for being a warrior, but this wasn't your night. You got destroyed. You can rebuild, back to the drawing board. Some people are already saying he should retire. I don't think he should retire with a mentality that he has, but he does need to go back and figure out some things to come back more improved. And if it's time to hang him up, it is what it is. Like I said, he had a real aggressive fan base. They was coming at me whenever I made a video about him, because I thought that Jermell Charlo would be able to beat him. So we'll just have to see what happens from this point on. But he definitely was annihilated in a way that I wasn't expecting for it to go down that way. Some people, you quickly say he was exposed, this, that, and the third, but this is boxing. Anything can and will happen. And I just think he was not prepared. And, you know, it just played out in a way where you've seen what happens coming off of a loss, getting into the ring, not being properly prepared, you got punished. You know what I'm saying? Those are my thoughts. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Salute, salute, salute. Bow. I'm gone.